There's billions of dollars of funding going into the development of autonomous driving systems. And Adam, at Motor AI, you're using human frontal cortex decision-making to give Motor AI an edge. How does that work?
The way it works is that instead of trying to look at everything from a pattern recognition perspective, you look at it from the perspective of a higher level decision making where you try to combine different elements into a logical flow so that you can always back up why you made the decision that you made.
How does it compare to the models that are more widely deployed today with autonomous driving?
The two big advantages are, number one, that it's safe, and number two, that it's faster. So it's safe and legal because of the legal requirements and structures inside of the European Union, where you need to always prove why you made the decision that you made. And then it's faster because instead of having to collect thousands and thousands of kilometers of data to try to create all these different scenarios, you actually can have a smaller set of scenarios and be able to solve new ones as they come along dynamically, just as a human being is able to solve something new in traffic. What you need to understand is that it's not really about the size of the data, it's about the number of scenarios. And if you think about it, there's an infinite number of scenarios. So then even if you have a billion scenarios, a billion out of an infinite number is tiny. So our approach is more to take a look at what are the traffic rules, how do they help us guide creating sort of a safety envelope, that's a term coming from the aviation industry, around the vehicle and guide the decision making of the car, so that then you can basically handle an infinite variation of scenarios.
And how are you evolving the industry then from these now legacy perception-based technologies to your platform?
The legacy technologies, they use neural networks, and those are black boxes. You can't look into them and figure out how they make a decision. So what we do is we use a combination of sensor fusion, where we take inputs from different sensors and we combine that to calculate out a very thorough list of behaviors for every single participant in the scene. And from that point on, we put it into the cognitive intelligence model, which is able to combine the information of what the vehicle is seeing in the real time, plus the knowledge of traffic rules, and then finally also sort of like a world knowledge, we call it the common sense of like, how do you behave if there are a lot of cyclists? How do you behave if there's only like 2 cars on the road?
Well, that's an exciting evolution, Adam. And as a founder myself, I was happy to hear that you've bootstrapped to where you are today, and now you're looking at raising capital. Bootstrapping is really hard. How have you been able to build the technology to the point where you can now validate it for venture capital?
We're basically now at this point of not just pitching a technology anymore, but trying to pitch a product, because I think that's going to be really the huge demand in the market. They want to buy a product that'll give them a profit. And so we're actually working right now with several leads to convert those into customers so that we actually have a business model that we can show potential investors is working and is generating revenue.